Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's glad to see you. It's a new year, new beginning for us. And today we are going to share with you the 5 steps that we are taking for ensure success in our farming in 2025. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, remember to subscribe and stay tuned for more updates in this year of 2025. Great things are happening. Now, water being the most crucial aspect in farming, we install this drip irrigation kit or drip irrigation system so that we can ensure that we get enough water for our crops so that we can ensure we get to farm even in this dry place. We come from a very dry place, and without water it will be impossible or uncertain, unpredictable to farm in this area. So we installed this drip irrigation system with this raised tank. It's a 3000 liters tank. It's small, but that's what we are starting with, and we'll be balancing the water. So we have two pipes here, and as you can see, one is an inlet pipe. The inlet pipe comes from our water pan that I'll be showing you shortly. And then we have the outlet pipe, which is a 1.5 inch pipe. And here we have our filter. So ensuring that the water that gets back to the farm is just filtered to ensure that it does not block those drip kits or drip items, the button drip and the drip tips. So going back to the farm, we have this channel here. We decided to dig or put the main pipe underground so that for two reasons. The reason number one is to ensure that durability of this pipe is increased. So after which, the second reason we are putting this down here is because we don't want to have a situation where the drip tapes are pulling the main pipe. Ensuring it's under, it ensures that we don't have to put sticks or some stocks to prevent this one from being pulled on the side. So this is the reason, and we have put all the lines. We have has these valves, these small valves, so that when we just want to open the single line, we just open this valve, and that single line gets enough water. We close it. This is to ensure even our small amount of water or small tank is able to sustain us because we are balancing whatever we are watering. The other thing that we are able to do, there are two types of drip kits that we have placed here. There's the button drip and there's the drip tape. So the drip tape is the one that gives just water along has to start some spacing. As you can see, this one is the button drip tape or drip tape, so that after some 30 centimeters, it has that dripping effect. Here we have some of our mango trees. This one is not crafted, and as you can see, we are using the button drip to ensure that it gets enough water. So after we have placed the manure, then we give it some water. So manure, we place it at intervals of maybe 1 month or 2 months, and then just to ensure that they get enough nutrients and the plants grow well. Some more and more water. So what happens with the button drip is just you can regulate the amount of water that comes. As you can see, I've just opened it up. So we ensure that this area has enough water. Then we close that. Using this drip irrigation, we have been able to plant these tomatoes. And as you can see, they are almost ripening. And it's actually the use of this drip irrigation or drip kits. As you can see, it passes here, and it has been able to give us, despite being a dry season, this January we do not have rainfall. Actually, since December we have not had a single rainfall. So using this drip, we were able to use the water that we are able to conserve, and now we can do some little farming even as we're waiting for the rains to come this year. So we have also dug some two water pans in this area. So this one is the one which has almost dried up. We have used this water throughout last year, towards the end of last year, but as you can see, this one is almost dried up, but we still have another well that I'll be showing you shortly. And then also, apart from that, we are digging some furrows. So we have dug up this channel so that we can ensure that the runoff water, when it rains, the runoff water comes and seeps through this and enters the ground, so that to ensure that we have enough water within the farm. So it comes and seeps down too slowly, so that we do not have our water going out. We want to save as much and consume as much water in this farm. We will be doing more of this year, and ensuring that we even plant some. So this one is napier grass that we have planted, and some sweet potatoes. So even as we are getting or preserving more water, we also want to use that water so that we ensure everything or every space in the farm gets utilized. Now this is the second water pan that we are having, and as you can see, we believe that this one we hope that this one will take us through the dry season. We have placed some fish here, and also as you can see on the sides we are planting some napier grass, so that this one will ensure we get our cows some fodder, so that we can get through this dry season and even plant even more fodder. And the other thing that we have done is doing this fencing. Uh, it was costly but necessary, because uh, the previous fence, as you can see, the other side was using cactus, and it was invading our farm, and also some sections were not completely covered. Yeah, as I had shown you, what we were using previously was the cactus, but also within the farm, within the area we are farming, the cactus had encroached us so quite much. So what we are doing is removing the cactus, and it is quite some work. As you can see, this one are this what is remaining of the cactus, so need to be uprooted and burnt. So the other strategy or part of fencing, this is the next of precaution you're using, so that even if the goats get into the farm, it does not eat our plants. So we are using this traditional kind of stuff, uh, which is built by using some sticks to and then it's being fenced off, so that our trees get protected. This one is guava. So with this guava here, it has been fenced off, not easily. Even if the goats by some chance get into the farm, it will not eat our guava. Now with the combination of the drip tapes and button drip, we ensure that all our trees are fed up with water. So with every tree, you will find that we have placed this button drip. This one was, I don't know, it's some type of guava or something. It had almost died up, but as you can see, it is sprouting back again. And the reason is because we are getting water to each and every tree in this farm. So that is part of the success, to reduce the labor or the amount of work that we need to do, and also ensure that each tree gets the water. So our focus this year is to ensure we have enough trees in the farm, even as we do some small cover crops for our own consumption. This section here, we have planted some cassava, and we are using drip tape. We will give them water. And here we have placed a valve, so that when the water is enough for this section here, we just close the section. This section here, we have planted some purples, and we have just transplanted them recently, and they are just picking up slowly. So this one is the purple that we have planted recently, and I believe it will make it. All our trees in the farm could have been this height, almost 5 meters, 5 feet. But since the goats ate most of the trees. This one is nectarine or peaches, I don't know the name, but since the leaves are not being eaten, so this is the height that our apples will have been. So the strategy that they have shown you is that we are covering using this one, so that in this season, as even we are placing more water and doing what we have to do, this one is protected by all means by this covering and even the fencing that we have done, so that we ensure that all the trees become of this age and even mature even more. So in order to promote self-sufficiency in the farm and also to reduce erosion, this is what strategy we are using. We have planted some super napier. As you can see, this one is the old super napier, but under here, we have planted super napier, all this section, and we are ensuring we want to plant the whole channel. This is where the water, when it rains, the water comes and flows through this section. So we want to plant super napier along all this section to ensure that we have enough feed for our cows, especially cows. The goats have no problem in this area. The goats are just open and they do free range outside there. And as you know, the goats eat these shrubs, so we have no problem with the goats. So, but the cows is what we want to aim to ensure that we have enough feed for the cows, because outside there is nothing else but shrubs, which is okay for the goats but not okay for the cows. So this is the part of the button drip that we are using. So this button drip assists us in a way, in a manner that when you open this button drip, it waters 1 meter radius. So when you place this one here, you place another one after 1 meter, this whole area will become wet. And once it rains, we don't have to water again. So this is part of the strategy that we're using to ensure success in our farming in 2025. We're also planting a number of fruit trees. These were our oranges, the orange family that we have. We have 5 different types of oranges within the farm. So this one is one of them. I'm not sure of the name, so or the variety of this. We have another one here, and this is the other one. So this one may not be getting enough water, so we'll be putting more water for this. And this is the other one that we have. So last year we planted this moringa along this row here, but we'll be making more rows of moringa come this year, because this moringa is something that we'll be adding to our poultry feed and also consuming some of it because of the kind of nutrition that we are told it has. So we'll be having more moringa and we'll be making moringa powder. So what we'll be having is planting more moringa trees. So we have harvested the seeds and we have the seeds at home. At home. So that is what we will be using to build more or make more moringa. This one also giving us some new seeds, as you can see. So we'll be having more and more moringa. As you can see, we have installed button drip also for this, and we'll be making more and more of this because we know the kind of protein this one has. It has around 25 or 30% of protein, which is will be good for us, and also the vitamins and the other minerals that are there. And yes, guys, we also planted some herbs, and here we have our mint that has grown so well, and we'll be expanding this and also planting some more. And we also tried this pineapple, and as you can see, it is also doing quite well. So we'll be doing more expansion of this farm, even as we expand the farm slowly by slowly. This one is lemongrass. Some call it river grass, but they just belong to the same family. That is what, according to my research, small research like that. So we will be doing this expansion of this even more and using it as our cover crop. And apart from that, we will be making our beehives using this one. So guys, we have a lot of plants this year, and we are hoping that we will be able to even actualize or act on the plans that we have for this year. So here you can see we have some purpose. So we threw the seeds here, and as you can see, they have germinated. So we'll be transplanting also these ones and ensuring that we just have enough trees, fruit trees in the farm. So purpose are one of the things that we love at the farm. And despite not having any purple right now, we have these seedlings. So we'll be planting them, and somewhere in the middle of the year, we hope to be harvesting or getting some purples. This section here, we have some okra. This one we did not plant, the seeds just fell them from the last season, and they are quite matured back quite again. So we are hoping to be just harvesting from this section. As you can see there, some of them are ready, and we'll be harvesting. So in this section, we have planted some garlic and some garlic mostly. And as you can see, let's find if it has sprouted. Yes, you can see this one is the one which has sprouted. We also have this one. So we are hoping to see some success within the farm. The other thing that also we have planted we're hoping that it will germinate ginger. Yes, we have also some ginger here, and we are hoping to see it germinate soon. Maybe in the next videos I'll be showing you. So this is just preparation for this year, and we hoping we are starting well and will progress well within this year. So the benefits of having animals at home, the goats, the chicken, the cows, is that you get manure, and this one is manure that we are ready to compost or make. Uh, so these are the droppings which are fresh from the farm. So we leave it here until they are ready to be used in the farm as manure. So to ensure that you get very rich and fertile soil. So this one heaps. This one is just for 1 month. So every month we get almost like such a pile that we use it in the farm. So we believe that even as we are doing this farming, as we continue, this farm will continue to be fertile and fertile. So this one is the overview of the farm, guys. I don't have the aerial view, but let me just give you the overview of the farm. So this is the farm, and as you can see, it was shrubs, it was cactus, but it is taking shape slowly by slowly. So Rome was not built in a day. Also, this farm cannot be built in a day. We have those piles of cactus that we are removing them, but as you can see, these are trees. So you can see the number of trees that we have planted. So these are trees, mostly mangoes, oranges, apples, and various. We also have pomegranate in the farm. This is the pomegranate that we have in the farm. Guava, mangoes, also these peaches, and also have this nectarine. Yes, guys, we have a number of trees in the farm, and it's just the start. This farm is just 1 year old, or almost 1 year old, because by April last year is when we got the first water pan, and we had not planted anything within the farm. It was actually dry land because this is a desert. This is a desert, so we rarely do farming. But after having the water pan, we decided to try farming, and it is working out well. So the other thing that we're doing is the beekeeping, and we have our beehives towards the end. Yes, guys, we have our beehives. The 4 beehives are colonized, but we want to ensure we build an apiary and bring all the hives together, and also do the colony divisions and whatever that we have to do, so that we can ensure we have success in this 2025. even in the beekeeping. So planting this lemongrass is one of the ways that we want to ensure that we will be having success in our beekeeping project, because this one is what we'll be using to attack the bees. This one is what we'll be using to clean the hives, is rubbing the hives and doing the cleaning. So having this lemongrass is one of the key areas that we'll be using to ensure that our beekeeping project also takes up. So avocados have not borne so well in this farm. We bought some 5 and almost all of them died. So we have only this one that we are hopeful that it will make it. So hot areas are not generally good for avocados, but we are not giving up. We are going to try and ensure we see how to plant avocados in this dry area. So yes, thank you very much for watching. And well, these are my chickens. They are 4 months old. I'm expecting that towards the end of this month they'll be able to give me some eggs so that I can start getting some profit. So I'm not saying that it cannot give me anything so far. The thing that we are having now is manure. The manure from these chickens are very good, and I'll be showing you the progress of the farm as we move on. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos.